Years ago, I would want to ask a girl out. I would want to say something to someone. I would want to stand up for myself in a weird situation. I would want to make a really like, let's say, ambitious step in my life. I would want to try a business model. I would want to pitch someone a sales offer. But I was just afraid of something. There was some resistance to me actually doing the thing. I would get the idea, I would have the plan, I would want to execute it, but when the time was to just do it, there would be some sort of a resistance between me and just executing the task. Be it a cold approach, be it entering a local business to offer them a service, be it to just do something really bold, like drop out of college or something. I was always just not really ready to do any kind of those things. Then I realized, like, while I was reading Stoicism and watching some YouTubers like Hamza, I realized, like, fuck, what was I afraid of actually? Like, what was the fear that was stopping me to do these things? Like, usually it's fear of being judged by other people. But then, if you break it down further, so let's say you want to ask a girl out. What are you afraid of? You are afraid of rejection. Why? Because you will maybe be seeing that girl again for the next few years because she lives nearby. Okay, but why? Because maybe she will look at you weird way, you will maybe feel insecure if you see her after she rejected you, maybe someone will make fun of you. Okay, but why? It's just because all decisions that we make in life are based on our status. And if our status is going to go up or down. I read this in the book Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. And the book is about entrepreneurship and how to amass an audience, stuff like that. But he was talking about this when people decide to buy something or not to buy something. But it's generally about everything in life. When we make a decision, we want to increase our status in some way. And getting rejected can usually decrease your status in some way or another because maybe someone will make fun of you, maybe you will get disrespected by someone, maybe the girl will disrespect you for no reason. Maybe, I mean, there is 100 different reasons why getting rejected by someone or something decreases your status. But generally, this is just in our minds because we just care too much about status and we just relate this status with what other people think and what they say, which is stupid. Our status should depend on our lives, our self-image, self-respect that should rely on our habits, what we do with our lives, our ambitions, our goals, our systems, how we spend our time and stuff like that. But unfortunately, for most of us, our status is just related to how other people react to us, which can really be detrimental to your progress in life because then you will be afraid of taking a leap in life by maybe leaving your job, going for a business that might fail, and then your status will decrease in the eyes of others. You maybe are afraid to ask a girl out because your status will decrease in eyes of others, which is really unfortunate if you are still living like this. Because who are you afraid of? You are literally afraid of people that you don't care about. You probably don't care about the people that you are trying to flex on if you earned $1 million tomorrow. So let's say tomorrow you earned $1 million and you were able to buy everything that you wanted. Maybe a Lambo, a Rolex, maybe like whatever, like some clothes, some Louis Vuitton. But you would flex on people that you don't really give a fuck about. Tomorrow, if you never saw those people again, you wouldn't really care. That's the problem. I mean, that's the problem because you care about their opinions about your status and what you are gonna do in your life to not disappoint them if you fail, but you don't care about those people. It's really disappointing because this is what I encounter every single day. For example, I want to make a decision like leaving school. I want to leave the school because I don't really care about it. It doesn't have to do anything with my purpose. I want to pursue my purpose and to be fulfilled in my life. And I want to make a decision such as leaving school. In that case, people who are making the resistance harder are people that I don't really care about. People who are saying like, oh, but your life will be worse, like teachers in school, but I don't care about those people. Like the teacher that tells me you will regret this decision, that teacher is like drinking. She gets drunk at 45 years old. That's pretty unfortunate. I mean, I don't want to live that kind of life. I really, really look closely to whose advice I take seriously. And unfortunately, in real life, I don't know many people that I can take advice seriously from. So, in that case, I just make my own judgments according to books I read, successful people that I actually look up to, and not the people who just make content for YouTube like Andrew Tate and I should look up to him. No, the people that are actually successful and that share unfiltered advice and write books about it. I look up to some of those people. Let's say I can mix my judgments regarding on what Hamza thinks, what Alex Hormozi thinks, what maybe like some other people think that are maybe older and wiser than these kinds of people, like the author of The Way of the Superior Man, David Dida. So I'm more likely to actually listen to his advice compared to advice of my teachers that are fat and getting drunk and they are unhappy with their own lives. I can't take their advice seriously. I don't really give a fuck. Because if you didn't win in life, I obviously won't be listening to you. I will be listening to people that I look up to. And if I make a mistake, I'm taking full responsibility and full accountability for that because I made a decision myself. If you are afraid of being judged by someone when making a decision and you listen to them because you didn't want to be judged if you did something else, in that case, if the decision was wrong, you will be living a very, very miserable and very, very resentful life because you are feeling like someone else made your life worse. Compared to making a bad decision yourself and maybe regretting it, but fuck it, you did it, you said like, fuck, I'm gonna do this, I did it, it didn't go as planned, never mind, I did it, that was my decision, I thought it was good, it wasn't, I learned something. You either win or learn, you can't lose in life, you either win or learn. You only lose if you listen to someone else without making your own decision. So this was a pretty unfiltered video. I hope that you can take out some value out of this. So if you need any advice or any help with anything, I will leave my email down below for self-improvement coaching. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. See you tomorrow.